South Africa continues to mourn the passing of veteran actor Patrick Shai. Let's get some more reaction from an industry colleague, Jerry Mofokeng. Mr. Mofokeng, thank you very much this evening, and our condolences on the passing of a colleague. Can you tell us a little bit more about Pat and what it was like working with him or being a colleague in the entertainment industry?
Good evening to you and to the viewers of ENCA. I struggled through today because of who and what Patrick was, not just to us as colleagues, but to the public out there. I first saw Patrick on the productions of Firetown, and many of those who saw the production will tell you about that moment when he had his hand in his head, his head in his hand, and spoke about the pain of being uprooted from a place where you're called home. Very memorable, discipline, the kind of performance where as directors we often say, no, don't act, just speak it and live it and touch that raw nerve. That was him. And then I directed him in a play at the Market Theatre with Motsabi Kelele. And you see, the bigger an actor you are, the more directable you are, the more you bring discipline and humility to the art of the work that you do. And so he allowed me, he went into the industry before me, but he allowed me to direct him and give it his best shot. And then, of course, I can't remember the television production we were together in. And, you know, as an actor, you bring your homework to the set and you interact with other actors. And so it was that thing that, listen, when we get on set, let's show the director fire. Let's bring in our aces and the best of what we can do. And then one day I was asked to go and speak to the Seven the Lion cast. And there he was listening to me, taking notes. And I thought, what? But here's the thing. The bigger you are, the more teachable you are. You understand that there are other legends and giants in the industry that you can always pick up a few tricks from. And so my last moment for those who were there was like a month and a half ago, when we had the unveiling of Bragib's tombstone. And there he was, running all over, capturing pictures, happy as everything. He got an opportunity to go and speak. He said a few words and he called me up to the stage and said, Jerry, come and say something. And as I always joked with him, from his surname Shai, I always said, once beaten, twice shy. And I spoke there. And then when we got to the cemetery, he threw me onto the tombstone and I took photos. And he just put people aside. He didn't want his own photos. He pushed others to get the best shot. And so I just marveled at the greatness of his spirit and the humility that he brought on stage, in the rehearsal room, on set. And so I don't know. A giant has gone on his knees. And I don't know the truthfulness of the messages we hear about him possibly having committed suicide. But you see, people do sometimes forget that when the makeup is off, when the costumes are off, we get home and we are daddy, uncle, brother, husband, and we face all that everybody faces, just like everybody who has to struggle with the pandemic and the economics and everything. And so please understand, I don't know the inner story. I don't know what we are going through. I've heard about the video where he was threatening Nyovest and challenging him and what have you. We are human. We are human. We hurt. And I think it highlights this need, this desperate need for all of us to get support into the mental illnesses and challenges that we're facing through this pandemic in all our industries. But I'm sad. A giant, a humble giant, a disciplined giant has left us.
Well, thank you so much for sharing those personal recollections of a colleague. That was Jerry Mofokeng speaking to us about the passing of actor Patrick Shai.